Are they sweet?
Oh my God, just hearing it breathe, it's just exhaling. And, oh, go ahead up on that Akubra. Go ahead. This is the coolest snake band that you can get for your hat, man.
Yeah, we always like them living.
Oh, yeah, exactly. That's amazing. Yeah, so just an incredible animal. Well, I'll tell you, man, this would be an amazing achievement. I wish you all the best with this species because it's just, truly, it's one of those, the pinnacle of
This is one of the bucket list snakes.
Yeah. These guys are mountainous, right? They live high altitude.
Yeah, so the black snakes, like our timber rattlesnakes here, are black. Yeah, generally.
And so the reason that is so they can absorb all that solar radiation because temperatures will. It's so funny. People sometimes will think, oh, it's from Papua New Guinea. It lives in a hot jungle, but you forget about elevation, and so pressure, temperature. There's a lot of factors.
They have to have a burrow system where they can go down and there's decaying material, but they're going into these burrows and they're avoiding probably the real surface fluctuations. And so they'll sit down there like a rattlesnake will do, and then when it gets warm, they come out, they bask, they pick up what they need, and then they'll go back down into their burrow and keep on thermoregulating a little bit differently. But
Guys, hold on. Whoa, both of you. Kevin, say hi to your audience. Who's this guy with you?
this is Kenan.
No, I'm Kenan. That's okay, though. That's okay. It's all right. It's all right, Kevin.
I want to tell you one thing.
Go, what we got?
Bill Galloway, he goes, if you call him Kenan, he gets offended. Call him Kenan.
This place is amazing. I mean, I grew up on Long Island, so being on Long Island, the room we're about to go into was always my dream. I was about 18 years old.
A nice, hot, sweaty room.
No, listen. So I had this basement apartment, okay? And my dad let me live in it. It was my version of going away for college. And so in that room, I had an 8x4 pond. I had Varanus indicus. Yes. I had a
poop machine.
Yes. I had alligator snappers and a dwarf caiman, and it was so humid in there, rotted the sheetrock out. Yep. That mangrove monitor crawled up into my neighbor's yard, into my neighbor's house. It was nuts.
Yeah, they go through walls.
Yeah, they do.
They like nothing.
Anyway, this is like a dream come true, this room.
She wants to lay eggs. She's in here for right now, but they're constant. So we put them in here to stage them. Right. For we do a lot of like educational stuff.
This is awesome. Unreal. So, guys, this is dwarf caiman. Now, normally you can't handle dwarfs like this. My buddy Fred Grunwald has a dwarf that he's able to pick up, but it's not quite as tame as this.
This is our main, this is a sales manager and our main educator.
No, awesome. And that is a full-grown, that's a
25 probably year old man. I've raised this from a baby.
That's a good look. That is top size. That's the top end that you'd see from a dwarf caiman. That's a pretty darn big dwarf.
That's his son right there. So that's like a 5-year-old baby right there.
And so talk to me a little bit about the differences with the crocodilian cognition and how you go, is it the same?
It's very, you have to be tactile.
Okay.
With some babies, rubbing the face. I got this whole thing with the face I'll kind of go through with you. It's important. So what I do is I teach them that nothing is sacred. So don't pet my cat on the head or don't pet my dog on the head, any of that stuff. Yeah. You want to, if you start when they're little and you kind of desensitize them as an adult, you don't have that taboo, therefore you're not going to trigger them.
Wild.
So, and we have a very, very flowy relationship like what Rob's doing. What Rob's doing is very non-natural because you have one predator playing with another predator, and this animal is cognitively allowing it, and it's rewired its brain.
Okay.
Because Rob never hurts it, he never scares it, he just works with it, and this animal is just, at the very least, he's very tolerant of us.
This is badass. So that was one video, and he'll do that, and now...
He's way more of a pro than other people have come up here, huh? He gets shit done. I like that about him.
Hey, he's a big boy.
Oh my God!
There's a big. That's
Take
a.
out of those eggs.
That's the sign.
Yeah.
He's probably like 12, probably years old. All my girls are small.
Yeah.
They're like, you see, my girls are like 3.5.
This is amazing, man.
4 foot.
Now, can you tell me a little bit about the locality? Where do these guys hail from? What's their history?
Okay, so we have 2 different types. We have Colmanis, which is basically a very known to be smaller growing. So if I look at, say, Celebensis, I look like Sambala.
Okay.
Smaller growing localities. Then we have Sumatran, right?
But these are all black dragons? They all
So you have black dragons from Sumatra and you have black dragons from Colmani. So basically, this is an animal that I originally got from Vital Exotics, but it's probably 12 years old now.
Okay.
He has been fed in excess because everybody loves him so much, so they're always giving him food. And yeah, but the girls are all, you know, much more standard, and the girls are quite small.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like a doll.
Gnarly claws.
Gnarly claws.
But no ill will.
None at all. He's just holding on.
And
He's holding on, dude.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Yeah, see, I don't need nipple piercings, bro.
Yep.
I just hang out with him. Oh, yeah. Woo! Okay, get him off. He's gnarly, dude. That is amazing. My wife's gonna think I'm cheating on her when I take off my shirt later. Oh,
yeah.
my God.
Oh, you're into that.
That's amazing. So there you go. That's an adult male black dragon. This animal, quadruped, arboreal, lives up high. So what you just described to me is, again, one of those little nuances that you've discovered. Simple thing. Well, hey, it lives in trees. Let's make it feel comfortable by putting
and
it
let it be
outdoors.
above you.
Yeah.
And so that way you take down a lot of its worries. And so by doing this, see this is really rapid tongue flick.
Yep.
The pupil's going. This is really good. You'll probably watch. You'll get, like, if this is a water monitor, you're going to get a lot of like side tongue action too. This is amazing. See right here? This is completely taking it in. This means I have a really good relationship with this animal.
Wow.
And this was a savage when it was a little baby.
Oh
And but it's highly intelligent. So we do this with all of our water monitors. So I have a lot of employees here, and I don't want monitors that are going to savage people. So from the very beginning, when we're hatching stuff out of eggs, my objective is to break their fear of humans and initiate a trust. And because I love these animals more than anything, and I love, like, this to me is why I keep reptiles. It's this little mind melt, which is exactly, I'm watching you.
Yeah.
When I watch your videos, I'm like, I like this guy because you're in there and you're just doing all that wonderful thing. This is the reason why I don't breed lizards because I want to go buy a car.
Yeah, if you want to be a
shit.
millionaire breeding reptiles, start with $2 million.
No, $3 million. If you want to be a million, you just sell it off for $1 million.
I just got to say that being here and watching you work, it's really, really an amazing kind of, you know what it is for me? You're basically taking me from the infant stage of knowing about these animals, and he's giving me so much information that I'm now in higher learning.
Behaviors. So this is a Celebensis. So she has these little red marks because she's been with an amorous male.
Okay.
And what he's constantly doing is he's scratching at her. This female could kill a male bigger than her.
That was something you told me with Pinky, as small as she is, you say she could wreck Slinky if she wanted.
Because Slinky will be like, oh, I just want to breed. And she's like, you're in my safe place, which is where I would lay eggs.
Okay.
And I want to drive you out. Oh, how come you're not leaving? You're not leaving. I need to really show you I mean business. And the male's like, I don't understand, because he doesn't have that thing. She's like, I need to protect safety of a nesting site. She'll just attack, and the males don't understand it. So they start getting this jittering, and you'll get females will dominate another female, and she'll go over the male and initiate nasty bites. So this female, a few weeks ago when I introduced the male, was immediately, I will kill you.
Wow.
And so I basically, we further condition her and make her a certain, area. This is a reproductive female. Wow. So
see, to so many people were like, oh, your female's too small. I'm like,
okay, so we can go, the whole thing is we can pretend and how people perceive animals.
Exactly.
And it's really sad a lot of times with like internet warriors or whatever, these experts in there, because they look at stuff and they're looking at all these different things and then they digest it and then they make their own decisions on that. I'm not interested in any of that. I'm only interested in what my animals are telling me.
Right.
I can get attention and like being driven to like keeping something from other people, but when it comes down to it, at some point I have to be reliant on that what the animal tells me, what I actually get back out of the animal. And I've done that my 25 years creating New England Reptile and starting out with, you know, ball pythons. I helped start the entire ball python industry.
It's crazy.
Because
so it's your fault. No, I'm just kidding.
No, it's largely, it has a lot to do with me, and I still love my ball python. I mean,
Gotcha.
I'm a snake freak.
Yeah.
But the lizard thing was like, okay, I breed snakes as a living, but the monitors and the lizards, I was like, are just really interesting. And it wasn't like, because I didn't know how to breed monitors. I did not understand. I kept on making mistakes. All of a sudden this male annihilates his female and all this different stuff. And I didn't understand what was going on. And now I have a base where I actually can read them and I can understand them. And that has given me a certain level of success. So now I have like some higher end, you know, stuff that I breed, and you don't get 5 or 6 generations in on these things if you actually don't understand what goes on. And there's so much to a water monitor, the dynamics of pairings. You can put a female with a male, like I can put a male ball python and a female ball python, and largely, if I do things right, they're going to breed. At least we're going to have successful copulation. You do that with these guys, it doesn't mean anything. It means like, today you're going to die. Today you're going to lose your leg. I can show you monitors with like the legs annihilated. It's instantaneous. It is within minutes of some of these relationships, and you need to be able to understand where the flow of these animals is. But this little guy is, and they're always shedding, as wonderful as you can be. You can do anything with this animal. And that, but I make over and over and over again. We do this because I take my techniques, building threads, working with them and all that. I teach it to my employees. My employees then start doing it.
Yep.
And then we foster these great relationships.
That's so cool.
So, you know, and you want to do this. You want to every possible thing. And these animals love your attention.
Dude, I'll sit in with Pinky, right?
Yeah.
Just the other day, I've been doing it more and more since we started to talk, and she actually, when she comes up, she's nudging. She's pushing in. She's pushing
That's
up.
what I was noticing. She's dying
it.
to be buddies with you.
Yeah.
She's still a little worried of you.
Right.
Because you just haven't, she doesn't have that complete trust. But she's dying. She's going to be an A1 animal because
so cool, man.
She's super outgoing and reactive, and once she just realizes the difference between food and that spook thing that she gets, like that flinching, you'll get rid of all that.
You know,
but you don't see this with these. There's no flinch.
It's amazing.
Then that's just, you know, you can sit here and pretty much do whatever you want, and he doesn't
That's so
care.
crazy. Yeah. No. There's so much information. I have to say thanks again.
Ivory.
There's the
That's
female
ivory.
down there.
Yeah,
That's ivory
ivory.
down there. Look at this. This is so cool, man. So I hope you guys are enjoying these videos that we've been doing for you from Nerd. They are really top notch here. If you guys live in the area, you want to come check this place out. Okay, they're up here in Plainstown, New Hampshire. And
Say it again.
Plastow, but
Plainstown.
what's your name? Keegan.
You've been calling me Kenan all day. What the hell?
Keegan.
Canaan. That first day school stuff. How do I say the town's name?
Plastow, New Hampshire. Calhippi.
There you go.
I gotta turn my camera on, dude.
You didn't turn your camera on.